And welcome in, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday. We're live at Tennessee Brew Works today. Hope you're having a great day to this point. He's Big Joe Dubin, Chase McCabe with you, Dr. Crane, Nick Frazier on the ones and twos. Our buddy Sean Marcus stopped by, and it's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. What's up, Joe?
It is a great day to be alive. Look, it's beautiful outside today. Get outside, enjoy today. I know the bottom drops out tomorrow, but like I tell you all the time, we are not worried about tomorrow and the days after. We are living in the moment and grateful for every second and grateful to be here at Tennessee Brew Works today, pal.
Indeed, we are going to talk a lot of college football today. I mean, obviously, we'll continue to react to some of the things that Mike Borgonzi said yesterday. Preds back in action tonight against the Flyers. We'll preview our final Metro Schools game of the week, which is Antioch and Shelbyville tonight. Coach Arcente Broom will join us at 1:30, and looking forward to that on 94.9 The Fan, as it'll be we'll do one playoff game. That'll be it for our first season of doing these games.
So we'd like to start off with good news anytime we get it, and you're going to hear more about this today.
Greg Wyshynski will also join it too.
All right, Wyshynski too. What Jeffrey Simmons did for Maplewood High School the other day needs to be talked about, needs to be celebrated in every way possible. Jeffrey Simmons bought uniforms for Maplewood, for a Metro School team, as they make their way into the playoffs. I am telling you, that is one of the greatest things ever happened to Metro High School football. I know Jack Conklin a few years ago bought uniforms for Glencliff High School. Yeah. That's great. When these guys give back beyond what they off the football field and things like that, should be celebrated. Jeffrey Simmons, I don't know if you're listening. I know you don't know who you are, and that's fine. But I'm telling you,
I think you know who we are.
The impact you had, no clue. The impact you had on those boys and that coaching staff by buying uniforms, top-of-the-line uniforms for them, that is generational talk. People will talk about that for years to come. So thank you, Jeffrey Simmons. I'm a product of Metro High School football. A lot of my friends are as well. I'm telling you, that goes so far for what he did yesterday right before the playoffs, because the old line, look good, feel good. Now the Maplewood Panthers are going to look good and feel good.
Yep, I totally agree. And look, Jeffrey Simmons has what he's done community-wise, I think, look, nobody's going to push back on that. I think he's been a great ambassador for the Titans in the Nashville community. And there was obviously some very tragic news that came out of the NFL this morning with a Dallas Cowboys player losing his life. And it was, what's crazy about it is Marshawn Nealon is the player, and it's being reported an apparent suicide at the age of 24. He scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football. And then now more's coming out that, it looks like there might have been a police chase or something, and then he took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot. And it just, you hate seeing stories like that. But Jeffrey Simmons actually tweeted a few minutes ago, it sucks seeing the news of our NFL brother. Even when someone is carrying the biggest smile, make sure to check in on them. You just never know, man. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We all go through things that we sometimes hide. If you or anyone you may know that needs emotional support, reach out to the National Mental Health Hotline, 988. You are not alone. And that's a message that we have obviously been pushing for a long time. And Joe, you have, been at the forefront of this, but to see Jeff put that out there, and it just, obviously this young man was conflicted with something, and,
right.
And just, I hate to see that that's the path he chose.
Well, that's the thing. Mental health does not care what color you are, does not care if you're male or female, does not care how much money you have in the bank, does not care what car you drive, does not care about any of that stuff. Mental health affects us all. It affected me in a massive way 2.5 years ago, and I decided to talk to somebody, which saved my life. And so we don't come on the air and say, hey, look at this and do that. This is personal. This is to all the men who've reached, we say it all the time, who've reached out to us in the past 2 years. We are so grateful because you're now talking about it. Talking about it opens up everything. And, we partner with Unity Site Care. Thank you guys so much for doing this. I mean, this is not something that we put and run commercials and that's it. It's something we abide by and are fully invested in. So, again, we talk all the time. If you need to talk to somebody, please talk to somebody. I don't care who it is. Just open up, and it's great. And keep doing that. And I talk to people all the time. Jason talk to you all the time, and Ricky all the time, and Dr. Crane all the time. I mean, we always check on each other and do that. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for all that and for my friends. And I'm 3 or 4 other group texts that I'm on. We're always checking on each other. So please do that. It's simple. It's very simple to do that. And I hate seeing that. I mean, the guy scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I know.
And now he's no longer with us.
And look, I mean, I don't want to speculate on anything. I mean, there was a traffic stop, and that's what's being reported. And it's like, just I hate seeing how it ended.
Yeah,
right. That's really all I know to say about it. But we want to continue to pass that message along of mental health. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHyundai.com. We're going to, have some fun today here at Tennessee Brew Works and talk a lot of sports and fun with you. Joe, what's our question of the day?
Our question of the day is, and I found it this morning, and let's have fun with this. What's the oldest thing in your closet? And I swear to God, if you text in and say your wife, we're cutting you off. What is the oldest thing in your closet? So I'm looking for a bathing suit for us for next week. We're going to Key West to do our shows down there. And I got a big pile of clothes. And I pull out my sweatshirt that I got day one of junior college football from 1986. And I'm thinking, I've lost everything I've ever had just about. And yet this damn sweatshirt is nearly 40 years old. I don't remember transporting it anywhere. I don't remember packing away anywhere. I don't remember putting in a bag to carry with me to I've lived in 18 different places over the years. But there it is. It's 40 years old. The thing won't go. That's the oldest thing. I'm like, what other people have in their closet that is so old that it's still there? Still relevant to you?
Mine is, it's funny you mentioned a sweatshirt. Mine is a Loveless Cafe sweatshirt from probably the late 80s, early 90s.
When's the last time you put it on?
A long time ago.
Right?
Yeah.
It's still
It was my dad. It was my dad's or my uncle's. I mean, I don't even know if it fits me anymore, but yeah, it's one of those, like, it's hanging in there. I'm not going to do anything with it.
I need you to wear it. I'll wear my JUCO football sweatshirt one day, which I'm afraid to put it on because if I put it on, I think the whole thing just rips in half.
Yeah. No, I think it's just meant to stay in your closet.
Yeah, so you'll never get rid of that.
It guards the closet.
Yours has a sentimental value.
Well, sure, yeah.
Which is far deeper than mine.
So I have, next to it, I have Loveless. I have an old shirt that my dad had from the Natchez Trace, which was his bar in Bellevue.
Nice.
And then I have a Piscetti's one as well. That
even
was his
better.
Bar. So I have all those things.
You need to wear all those. They're like different segments.
I don't think they could support being worn again.
Oh, man. We'll have to see. But no, that's it. I just want to know what's the oldest thing in your closet. I mean, it could be a piece of clothing. What's the oldest piece of clothing you got in there? I mean, there's like that from 1986, and there's like a 25-year break, and then some other stuff that's there. And I only wear like 2% what's in my closet. As you watch the stream every day, you can know my wardrobe routine.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
That's pretty
You got like 3 shirts.
That's how we're the same 3 shirts over and over again. And like, I got to host an event in Murfreesboro tonight, so I had to find my suit. I'm like, where's my suit? Right? Pat me on the back. Oh, I pulled a muscle. Pat myself on the back. But I had to find my suit today. I'm like, gosh, this suit. I mean, that's like I'd never wear this thing. I don't wear it tonight. So, yeah, as much as we could pat me on the back is physically too, Chase, pat me on the back is better.
There's a bunch of like videos for Tony Vitello, going around as he's leaving, and somebody showed one of when he was introduced. He's changed. He looks different.
How so?
He's just older and has the beard and everything now.
Right. He's a Major League Baseball manager.
He is. So obviously pulling for him. But yeah, I love that question of the day. 615-737-1025. Let's see. Dustin says a Tommy Hilfiger button up. I took senior pics in it in 2006. That I got that photo on my phone.
Oh, I love that.
Nevada Josh, so weird, almost identical. Oh wait, sorry, that was on the other thing. Matthew from Jolton, mine is a Steve McNair jersey.
So that's got to be at least almost 30 years old.
Yep. Oh, this is a cool one from Matt. I've got my granddad's Navy uniform from World War II.
Holy cow. Yes.
That is awesome. Josh and Donaldson, my Triple C Donaldson Warriors jersey from 1992.
Yes. There we go now. I need Josh to call back with your Triple B jersey.
Joey from Gallatin, I've got a leather members-only jacket. I also have a vintage UT Letterman jacket.
Wait. How do you get a vintage UT? Did you play? Does somebody in your family play? That's a Letterman jacket. You just can't go buy that, can you?
Yeah. 2758, my kindergarten graduation suit from 1982. No lie.
Now, why would you have that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's great. I loved it. I'm just curious why that stuck around with you.
Mike in Lebanon, a Robert Plant concert T-shirt from 1994 at Starwood.
Oh, that's nice. You probably still wear that too.
0625, I am 39, a Javon Curse jersey from 99-2000 my kids wear today.
So he got that when you were 14 because that was 25 years ago. That's nice.
Al says, easy for me. I still have a Reds standard size souvenir helmet my stepdad bought me at a Cardinals Dodgers game in 1976. All hail Pete Rose.
Oh, yes.
That's
those things were made of steel back then.
2518, a 1978 San Diego Clippers T-shirt from when I was 5, but I also have my grandfather's World War II Army uniform.
Oh, these are great.
Those are awesome.
San Diego Clippers. I can only name one San Diego Clipper, and I think it's Norm Nixon. I'm probably wrong on that.
2104, a Bud beer sign from my dad's sports bar, mid 80s, Elysian Inn.
Ooh, what? The Elysian Inn. Okay, that's nice.
Kevin says my Wright Raiders junior high school city championship jacket from 1994.
See, why has that escaped the Goodwill bin?
I don't know.
I like that.
Josh says I have a Grant Hill Pistons jersey and a Monstar Space Jam jersey, both from 1997. Well done. So good. So good. 2758 says, when my mom passed in 2020, I retrieved it from her closet talking about the graduation suit.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Now.
Yep. I did the same thing with when my mom passed away. She had a few items that were mine. I was like, oh, okay, but that she had kept, and so I got those back. So I would not take $100 million for any of that stuff.
615-737-1025. We'll get to your phones. Coming up next, Chase and Big Joe. We're live today at Tennessee Brew Works on 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, Little Eagles for you on this Thursday, live at Tennessee Brew Works.
So proud of you for saying that.
Not the Eagles.
You're a smart man, buddy.
Yep. The band is named Eagles.
That's right.
Not the Eagles.
That's right.
So I've told my buddy Phil that does trivia, I said, if you ever ask an Eagles question and somebody puts the Eagles, you are not to accept it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, I think that is 100%. We're live today at Tennessee Brew Works. Chase McGay, Big Joe Dubin with you. Gator Mike has called in with a story for you, I believe.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what we're getting into, but hello, Gator Mike.
What's going on, fellas? First off, my answer to the question of the day is the first thing that I treasure the most that's old is I have my grandfather, which, Joe, you remember Floyd. He used to drive the shuttle at the hotel.
Yep.
My grandfather, Floyd, I have his dog tags from when he served in World War II.
That's awesome.
Hanging on my tie rack. And then the one T-shirt I cannot part with is a Hard Rock Cafe shirt from the London location when we went there between my sophomore and junior year of high school with my mom and all of her students from Hunters Lane.
I didn't know your mom taught at Hunters Lane.
Yeah, well, she actually started at Maplewood. Shout out Maplewood, since you were talking about it earlier. And my very first Nashville sports hero was Keith Ridley, a great basketball player at Maplewood.
Right.
But, she went to Maplewood when it opened. But long story short, my story I wanted to get in yesterday, since y'all were talking about the sounds and all that stuff. First off, was there a better minor league baseball tradition than the Soundettes back in the day? And long-time people will know what we're talking about, right, Joe?
Buck
Soundettes back in the day were great.
Buck Showalter married one.
Did he really?
Yeah, he married a Soundette.
Okay. So my story involving Music City Todd Rodermel at the Omni. So you remember back in the day, Joe, when they would always have the Major League Baseball teams come in that they were affiliated with and do like that round robin after spring training?
That's true.
Okay. So it was a year they were affiliate with the White Sox. Well, it was the White Sox, the Indians, and the Tigers. And Albert Bell had just got traded from the Indians to the White Sox. Well, Todd and Eric Opron, you remember Eric when he was at the Omni and also Opryland?
Yep. They're
huge Indians fans. They knew John Hart, the GM, and all this stuff. So since all the teams were staying out at Opryland for the round robin thing at the Sound Stadium, Todd and Eric told John Hart to let the White Sox GM know that they were going to put Albert Bell in the handicap accessible room at the building old 2-6 connector. You remember that, Joe? It was like a dungeon down there.
It was.
And they were not going to let him move the room or anything because they were so pissed that Albert Bell had left the Indians and gone to the White Sox. So I love that story when I think about old Sound stuff and holding a grudge. But Todd got the last laugh on that one. So that was funny.
Nice, pal.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
take
you,
care, fellas.
Thank you, Gator Mike. Appreciate it.
Love that.
Good story.
Great story.
Greg Pogue has weighed on our question of the day. The oldest thing in your closet. This is a cool one. A 1982 Brewers Raleigh Fingers mustache T-shirt that read, "How do you spell relief? ROLLIE." It was a takeoff from the Rolaids commercial at the time.
Oh, that's great. Yes.
That's a good one.
That's when the Brewers last were relevant, 1982.
Yeah. The old American League.
The old American
Brewers as well. So 615-737-1025. 7654. I have my grandmother's engagement ring from 1933.
Now, is that in the closet?
Actually, it's funny. It's at the closet at my mom's, but I have both my grandmother's, I guess, engagement or wedding rings, and then my mom's as well in the closet.
Okay.
So I do have
I guess we could split this off one day, like your most cherished thing you have.
Yeah.
Or mine was like the oldest thing in the closet that still somehow has escaped everything and still here. But these are all great.
Brian from Camden. This is a good one. I still have a T-shirt from my first concert at age 14. I am 51 now. Poison and Slaughter at Pacer Arena in Martin. Yeah. From 1990.
Slaughter and Poison came to UT Martin. Is that what we're guessing?
Yeah, I guess.
Holy cow, man. That is up. Rube Fleetwood on Twitter sent us a picture of his Flat Rock Vols 1976 City Champs jacket. And I'm telling you, it is absolutely beautiful. A youth football, because all of us grew up playing youth football here. Flat Rock, the Warriors, Old Hickory Bulldogs, the Madison Rams, the Bellevue Steelers. And I'm
Bellevue, that's right, yeah.
The Graymar Pirates. I mean, these are all youth football. We all played these growing up. And so to see a Flat Rock Vols City Champ jersey from a jacket from 1976, you absolutely made my day. So thank you.
Our good friend Jill Jelnick from Fox 17 has texted us, in my closet, an Angels rally monkey from the 2002 World Series.
I remember those.
Yeah,
yes.
I remember those too.
Yes.
That was
rally monkey.
Sosha, and Mike Sosha was the manager.
Mike Sosha was the manager, yep.
Yeah, they beat the Giants, right?
They sure did.
It was Bonds, and then Dusty was the manager of the Giants.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a good. I remember that series, watching that with my dad. Eli from Smyrna, the oldest the oldest thing in my closet is the hope for a Titans Super Bowl.
That's in a lot of closets. That's in a lot of closets around.
Is that in Mike Berganti's closet?
Yeah.
I went back and watched that press conference again last night. I'm still impressed with him.
Well, if he's allowed to answer.
Yeah. I like him. I think he's the only one over there that knows what he's doing.
If he's not afraid of the vaudeville hook when you start dancing and Breaker yanks him off the stage.
Yep. But I don't know. We'll see. Brad wants to answer our question of the day. Brad, what's up?
What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
We're good.
Good. All right. So I got a baseball story. Back in 2000 in April, I went to the third game of Detroit Tigers season in Detroit, and they had just built the stadium, and they hit a home run. The away team hit a home run out in the left field, and the whole crowd started screaming, "Throw it back, throw it back." So they threw it back, and old Bobby Higginson, he tossed it over to the ball boy, and I was in the first row. I was like 8 years old. And the whole crowd started yelling, "Give it to the kid, give it to the kid." So they gave me the ball, and I was over the moon about it. And then within 20 minutes, these people in suits came over and they said, "Hey, give us the ball, kid." I'm like 8 years old. I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to give us the ball. We're kicking you out of the game." I was like, "For what?" And they're like, "This is the first home run hit in the stadium by an away team. We're gonna put it in our little case or whatever." And I was like, "So what are you going to trade me for it?" And they're like, "We'll be back." They came back with a $500 gift card, a baseball bat, some gloves, and the baseball bat wasn't even by Alan Trammell, the manager. It was by Bubba Trammell, his brother. And it was covered in pine tar and broken. So I'm like 8 years old. I'm like, whatever. I got a baseball bat. This is awesome. I could not get the pine tar off my hands for probably 2 months.
I love how they said they were going to kick you out of the game. They can't do that.
Right.
If you want to keep the ball, you can keep the ball.
Wait, where's your parents in all this?
My mom is right next to me going, "Oh, you got to give him the ball." And I was like, "No." And the whole crowd's booing these people. These guys are like 7'5", 300 pounds. And then this little old lady in a suit. And she's like, "You got to give me the ball, kid." I was like, "I'm not giving that to you." And then she's like, "Hold on, we'll be back. We got better stuff to give you." I'm all excited for this baseball bat and gloves and this gift card. Come to find out, is the first home run ever hit at the stadium by an away team.
So what do you have left from this moment?
I have just a baseball bat. I don't know where the rest of the stuff is. I think
that's
my mom
all right,
kept the
though.
gift
That's
card.
a good little treasure.
Yeah, did you buy anything with the gift card?
No, I think my mom kept it and probably sold it.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thanks for the call, Brad. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, boys.
Thank you, Brad.
You too. 615-737-1025 is our phone and text line, driven by WilsonCountyHonda.com.
Listen, guys, next week we're going someplace. Yeah, the Chase and Big Joe show. The Chase and Big Joe show turns into the Chase and Big Joe Great Road Show. We're headed to Key West, Florida for 3 fun-filled days, and we're taking you with us. We're broadcasting from the stunning Marker Key West Harbor Resort, just steps from the world-famous Duval Street. To see how beautiful it is and the perfect place to stay in Key West, just go to the markerkeywest.com. Our coverage also brought to you by the great people at Roxy 8 Theater in Dixon, making the movie experience great again, roxy8.com. the Nashville Cats, the perfect gift this Christmas. Great gear and swag for the Nashville Cats. Just go to NashvilleCats.com for more. I'm wearing their brand new hat today. Thank you.
Looks good.
Reunion Township at 109. Comfortable luxury living in Mount Juliet you deserve. And City Limits Apartments in Spring Hill. Resort-style living with an upscale lifestyle that is perfect for you. That's all next week starting Monday.
Going to be fun. We'll have more coming from Tennessee Brew Works. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game, here on this Thursday at Tennessee Brew Works. We've been here quite a bit lately and enjoying it. So when we talk about some of these college openings, Joe, is Pat Fitzgerald's name now very much in the mix now that he's been exonerated of everything? All that stuff's behind him. It's been settled. He said he feels vindicated. I mean, don't you feel like he would be a good fit for one of these jobs?
Yeah, I think he needs to stay up north, though. I don't think his brand of football works in the South. Look, DJ Durkin is an interim coach at Auburn, and all the stuff that happened at Auburn, that Maryland, he was there. So these coaches will get a second chance, and and he was exonerated. What happened at Maryland and all that, you could look it up, read for yourself. But I think, there's a shortage of really good coaches, and Pat Fitzgerald's a great coach. And if I'm a school, all this hazing and stuff was thrown out and pretty much exonerated the way he was. I think he's a really good 17 years at Northwestern. So, yes.
Yeah. He said he told the College Game Day podcast, which was his first interview since he was fired in July of 2023 that he spent the past 2 years preparing to return to coaching and is actively seeking a return to the college sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. But I don't think his brand of football works in the South. I don't.
At Penn State.
Works fine. Going to go to Penn State.
Yeah.
Stay up there.
I think he'd be good there.
Do that. But it's just, I think in this SEC, you're talking about a brand of football and everything that you know what it is. I mean, it's not power football like the Big Ten is. It's just not. It's completely different, which is why when an SEC team meets with a Big Ten team, I love it because it's truly night and day how they approach a football game.
Yeah. Northwestern released a statement after everything that said inappropriate conduct in the football program did occur. It added the evidence uncovered during extensive discovery did not establish that any player reported hazing to Coach Fitzgerald or that Coach Fitzgerald condoned or directed any hazing. So basically said he didn't know.
I will tell you this from experience. Every team's got one guy that has a pipeline to the head coach.
Yep.
Every business has one person that has a pipeline to the boss. So to say the plausible deniability for a lot of places is no. You know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on in your locker room,
I kind of feel like it's your job to know what's going on.
Right, exactly. But I don't know the whole Northwestern situation, but I do know that he felt like with the report that came out, I guess it was August or September, that he was cleared of everything. And that's what you go by. And so he's a heck of a coach. And now, but these openings, man, and they're just everywhere. It's something else, too. And we talked about Peter Burns last week about what LSU is going to do about you're not getting that same contract. And somebody else had something else, another national writer about LSU, you're shooting yourself in the foot because now you're going to lose. You're still going to get a good coach, right? If a coach is not going to come there and he's not going to get $12 million, that's fine. You find a coach who's a little bit more affordable than that, and you'll be fine. These outrageous contracts, I think, for the most part, are fine, but you only come to fruition when you got to pay these things out.
Right.
With Jimbo and Brian Kelly and Jimmy Frank, and we know all that, but you're not going to miss out on coaches. If you're missing out on a coach who wants $10 million instead of $4 million, good. That means he just isn't there for the money. I need a guy who wants to coach. And I don't care what you get paid, but I still think right now LSU, to me, is the top job in college football that's open.
I would agree. Penn State number 2 or Florida? Auburn? Auburn's a good job.
I'd go Penn State and Florida are tied. And Gator Mike knows this, and you know this. I mean, the amount of football talent in Florida each year that escapes is something that will always just drive me crazy. I mean, there's so much. What did Jimmy Johnson, what did he do? He established the line south of Orlando or something like nobody's getting out down here. And nobody, I mean, so many great players. So that Florida job, if you could recruit within the state and get some of that talent to stay home, I mean, it's a win-win.
ESPN's current rankings for the open jobs are LSU, Penn State, Florida, Auburn, Oklahoma State. I don't get that one.
Me neither.
Virginia Tech, Arkansas.
I like Arkansas.
Stanford, UCLA, and that's all they.
I'm gonna give you a hot take. You know what? To me, that I know 1, 2, 3's up there, but I'd like that UCLA job. I would really.
I could see Brian Kelly, or Franklin, but I feel like Franklin's destined for Virginia Tech right now.
I think Jimmy Frank would fit in with the LA.
Oh, he'd be,
love it. I really, the tradition there. And don't tell me nobody goes to the games. I don't care because the product hasn't been good. You start winning, people show up to games. It's pretty simple. But I like that. I mean, there's a lot of talent in Southern California, man. Same thing. You got to own your backyard. Remember we laughed at Butch Jones like, I'm going to put a brick wall around the state of Tennessee. I was like, good. You should do that. Because a lot of talent got out of the state when Fulmer's last couple of years, because Fulmer got so damn lazy recruiting the state of Tennessee. A lot of guys left.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, I know he went to Notre Dame. Golden Tate should have never gotten out of the state of Tennessee. I know he's headed to Notre Dame, but make a push for him. And there were others during this time that got out of the state.
It is going to be interesting, because there's going to be a domino effect. Yeah. Like if Eli Drinkowitz takes a job, that opens up Missouri. If, heaven forbid, Clark Lee takes a job. That opens up Vanderbilt. Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss. That opens up there. So
Do you really think Clark Lee would go?
I believe that with the jobs that are currently open, I think they will pursue him, but I think he would stay. I think the only one that would concern me a little bit is Notre Dame. If Notre Dame were to, like, if Marcus, I don't think Marcus Freeman's getting fired. I'm saying that would be a domino.
Clark, did you coach at UCLA for a year? Is that where you met Brian Callahan? Let me look this up real quick.
Maybe.
I think he coached at UCLA. And he did. 2006, he was a GA at UCLA under, I think, Brian Callahan was with him in 2006.
He's been there a couple times.
Oh, you're right. He came back as linebacker coach. Yeah. So,
who is the coach at South Dakota State? The guy that's been there forever,
or John Steigelmeyer? That's what it said.
So he was with Carl Durrell at UCLA.
He was.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Clark has been around. Look, I'd go after Clark Lee. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd pursue him at all these schools.
I think he wants to see this through. I think he, because now the fun part in the test is going to be, can you build off of all this when Stowers is gone, Pavia is gone, Junior Sherrill, can you continue to build?
So they're 7-2. They should beat Auburn. They should beat Kentucky. Now they're 9-2. We'll talk all about that going to Knoxville the last week of November. But if Clark Lee gets Vanderbilt into the college football playoff, these other schools would be a fool not to talk to him.
Well, even if he gets them to 9-3, if they finish the regular season at 9-3, like that right there, that's.
I don't. Do we understand that Vanderbilt's never had a 10-win season? Is that accurate? I think we looked this up.
I think that's probably
I don't
true.
think they've ever had a 10-win season. I don't think they had it during Jimmy Frank was here.
No, that 9 was what he got them to, right?
Right.
All right, hang on. Just a moment. Keep talking.
Yeah,
You're good.
I thought we looked this up. The fact that Vanderbilt had never had a 10-win season.
You having a good time? We're having a good time.
We're having a great time. So if you go in that game,
they have never had a 10-win season.
Wow. So you're 9-2. If everything's
the most they have
correctly.
they've had a 9-win season 4 times.
That was 1905 to 1908. What was that?
They did it in 1904. They did it in 1915. They did it in 2012 and 2013.
Oh my goodness. Jimmy
Franklin.
Frank got him there, right? So that's it. Jimmy Frank, and then Jimmy Frank won a lot of games at Penn State.
Yeah, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They've done 8 wins 14 times.
Okay.
And Dan McGugin had a good chunk of those. Red Sanders had a couple. Art Gupp had a couple. George McIntyre had one. And then your favorite, W.H. Watkins.
That guy.
Yeah, he had.
That guy, we used to go to the Gold Rush and drink penny beer together, and he'd get in his horse carriage and drive off. I'm like, no, man. I'd have to take the horses away from him. He would get so drunk. And then he would stumble his way over to his house off of Ashwood Avenue, and that was it. Good guy. You know what WA stood for?
No.
Wasted away.
Well, it's WH. But wasted heavily.
That's it, man. Oh, God.
But, yeah, it's kind of funny looking at this. Obviously, Franklin had a couple of 9-win seasons, as did Dan McGugin. But then, Bobby Johnson, his best was a 7-win season in 2008. Fred Pankos, his best was a 7-win season in 1975.
Wow.
Sloan had a 7-win season the year before that, 74. That's pretty nuts. So, they're already, 2 wins away from their best.
Yeah, right. Isn't that crazy? 3 wins away from being the best all time.
That would be awesome. So, certainly interesting. That is for sure. We'll have more coming from Tennessee Brewworks today. Chasing Big Joe on this Thursday, 102.5 The Game.
All right, guys, Big Joe here, and I tell you all the time that you deserve the best in life, and where you live should be the absolute best. At Reunion Township at 109, that is the best. Resort living with the luxury you deserve, nestled perfectly between Mount Juliet and Lebanon. I can't wait for you to see this. Reunion Township at 109 has 1, 2, and 3 spacious bedroom apartment homes, complete with attached garages. No more going out on a cold morning and starting your car, because your car is safe and sound in an attached garage. It's all for you. State-of-the-art living and everything you need and amenities out of this world. The website again, reuniontownship.com. reuniontownship.com, and you can get 2 months free when you lease. 2 months free, resort living, apartment garages there, quiet, spacious, and again, the luxury you absolutely deserve. Look, your life is busy, your job is stressful, where you live should be perfect. At Reunion Township at 109, that is the perfect place for you. Tomorrow, Chase McCabe and myself, we'll be broadcasting live from Reunion Township, so come by and see us tomorrow. We'll tell you more about that. Again, the website, reuniontownship.com. We'll be there tomorrow. Come by and say hi. Reunion Township, welcome home.
Oh, nice. Little Bad Mama Jamma on this Thursday, live at Tennessee Brew Works. Chasing Big Joe. 102.5 The Game. You know, we may have done something similar to this, but I was on the way in. I was listening to some music, And do you ever like run across an actor or an artist that has passed on and you're like, I still can't believe they're gone? There's two that really pop out for me.
Yeah, there's one for me. Who do you got?
Jimmy Buffett.
All right.
Like, I just haven't accepted it yet. And Toby Keith. Like, Toby Keith is one of just like, I feel like he's still touring.
That's a really good one. I didn't think about it. Buffett always. Mine is Glenn Fry.
That's a good one.
Because today's Glenn Fry's birthday, I think, or yesterday was.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have been 77 years old. So, and I guess it plays in because Vince Gill, who we had on Tuesday, took over most of Glenn's vocals on the Eagles. So it even drives the point home more. But that was very sudden. And then Glenn Fry's been gone nearly almost passed away in January of 2016. So 10 years. So absolutely, man. A lot of that.
Yeah. So just kind of an interesting discussion. This weekend, we'll obviously get hot and heavy into some college football and some of the games. You mentioned Vanderbilt and Auburn. To me, this is one where you can right the ship a little bit after a tough one last week against Texas. They got to take care of business, though. You're at home.
Right. Isn't Auburn's strong safety like all this? He's done. He hurt his knees out for the year. So Auburn is hurting.
This will be the first game with is it DJ Durkin?
DJ Durkin,
which
former Maryland coach.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Not well liked when I was told.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I'm sure Clark Lee knows this: the uncertainty of how does DJ Durkin? Because Hugh Freeze was checked out. I mean, the reports came out of Auburn. This dude was checked out. There's a report that I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it was a lot of people talked about it. Like during camp, they had a morning practice, and then he wasn't around in the afternoon, and he was at a golf course watching dudes golf. That was the report, is that Hugh Freeze, instead of breaking down tape, he was at a golf course in Auburn.
You know what I think he
not
needs
golfing.
What he needs to do now is ESPN needs to hire him to do what Dan Mullen was doing before Dan Mullen left for UNLV. Just talk college football and go play golf. Just be done. I don't think he needs to be a coach anymore.
I'm with you. Yeah. You can tell. I mean, you can see these guys. Yeah. So Clark Lee, how does DJ Durkin? I mean, did they do surprise plays, trick plays? What's going on? How do you approach the game? If I'm Vanderbilt, I just stick to my game plan. Stick to what got you back in the game in the second half versus Texas. Rely heavily on Pavia. Pavia has destroyed Auburn at New Mexico State and at Vanderbilt, and he's had a field. Let him do his thing, man, and just worry about Auburn. Nothing else about Auburn, and that's it.
What do you think the line is?
12.5.
6.5.
Vanderbilt's only favored by 6.5.
I'm a little surprised by that too.
If I'm you, don't take my advice. I'm always
I would hammer Vandy, but like that's a little bit of a surprising number.
I thought at least 12, at least 10.
Right, I agree. So that one is certainly an interesting one.
So this will be Vanderbilt's third time facing a coach in a program that's gone. Virginia Tech, LSU.
Got Virginia Tech's coach fired.
Pretty much, yeah. Auburn.
And I think they got Brian Kelly fired. They did. Actually, they did. Because they played Virginia Tech, and he may have coached one more game.
I think he got fired after 3 games.
Yeah, but Brian Kelly was fired after losing to Vanderbilt.
Didn't they have one more after him?
I don't think so.
But they went home and lost to somebody.
Who
did LSU play after Vandy?
They play. Hang on. You may be right. Hang on. I may be crazy. Texas A&M. You're right. Yep. At home. They lost to A&M at home.
Saw enough and gone. So, again, just prioritize Auburn. If I'm Clark Lee, again, I make Auburn seem like the 85 Bears. Just you got to play your best to beat them. And then get Kentucky next week in here. Kentucky, shut down Auburn, and they scored a lot of points versus Tennessee. So you know what you get, but you got a better team than they are. And then head in the knock. Could you imagine 9-2? All you got to do is beat Tennessee, and you're in the college football playoff. The Vols would love nothing better.
Yeah.
I tell you what irritates Tennessee fans and you guys can all shut up because all my Tennessee fans know this, friends. Nothing annoys Tennessee fans more than when Vanderbilt's successful. I'm telling you, it does.
Because they don't think they're supposed to be
right.
ever.
You get all uptight about Georgia, Florida, Alabama.
Yep.
I get that. But when Vanderbilt does well, it drives you guys crazy, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
I mean, like LSU, Alabama is Saturday night, and there's no buzz now.
Zero.
But wouldn't it be just so like college football for LSU
To beat them?
they have to beat Alabama?
Oh, that'd be something else. When's the Georgia-Texas game? Is that
next week? Georgia plays Mississippi State in Starkville this week.
Oh, Dr. Crane, rally your troops, brother.
I heard Jeff Lebby bought 60. No, not 60. He bought 600 tickets for students that couldn't afford it. So he wants Starkville packed Saturday.
Wow. I know
11 a.m.
Tennessee-
kick.
Oh, God, I hate those. I know Tennessee fans who went down there to Starkville were like, this place is something else. Like, they had no idea it would be that loud. But, of course, a lot of Tennessee fans went down, too, but they loved it.
Georgia, Texas is next Saturday night on ABC in Athens.
Oof.
Next week's a pretty good week. You got Oklahoma at Alabama at 2:30. Which
Man.
look, now that's another Alabama got some, got to take care of business games coming up.
Well, they're earning this.
Yeah,
I mean, knocking all these teams
Notre
off.
Dame, Pittsburgh at 11. That's a pretty interesting game.
Yeah, Notre Dame rolls on them, though.
Again, this is next week. Tennessee plays New Mexico State. Iowa, USC at 2:30.
Where's that game?
USC.
Okay.
It's at the Coliseum. Florida, Ole Miss. UCLA, Ohio State. Mississippi State, Missouri.
How fitting would Florida and Ole Miss if Florida beat Ole Miss?
And then Lane takes the job.
Lane takes the job.
That would be
But
something.
is it Gonzalez, the coach that's there now at Florida? I mean, if he knocks off Ole Miss and they played Georgia down to the wire and they beat Tennessee, they beat Ole Miss, they might have their new head coach. They're going to beat Florida State.
Yeah.
They might keep we got this guy here who loves being here, and we've seen a dramatic improvement in our team. He can recruit. He's already here. We'll have to fly somebody in, not pay him $18 million a year. I love this. This is all great, man.
615-737-1025. We'll have more coming in hour number 2. We're live at Tennessee Brew Works today. Chase and Big Joe, 1025, the game. Hour number 2, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday at Tennessee Brew Works.
I got to call somebody out real quick. Sorry.
Right, cool.
Nick Barris.
Mick.
He says, Ducks will boat race Iowa this weekend. They're back. You guys are lame SEC homers. Go Gang Green. Well, you know what, Nick? Don't lose to Indiana. Right? Our phone lines are open for anybody to call to debate and discuss anything. 615-737-1025. Don't lose to Indiana. All right, feel better now.
Do you?
Yeah.
You look great.
Feel great. But don't call here and tell me how great Oregon is when they've never done anything. Didn't Ohio State smack them in the face in the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they did.
No.
A vaunted Big Ten matchup.
Oh, yes.
Trey has called in on Coach Lee and Vandy. Trey, what's up?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
We're good.
Hey, I just want to say, hey, I know Auburn has been good over the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I don't want Vandy to go in here and, play flat, because, Auburn, they can beat you. I don't want them to lose this game. I want them to go out there and play fast and play hard because I think Coach Lee is a great coach, and I think he's doing a great job at Vanderbilt. And I want them to beat Tennessee. Hey, and I met y'all at Barline one day, but I'll call y'all back and let y'all know when I did that.
We remember.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Trey.
Y'all remember?
Trey, here's the thing. Give me 1 second. We love you. Thank you for calling. But when we're on the air, we can't talk to people. When you walk up to us at a remote,
we just wave at you.
If you just wait to the break, we'll come down and hug you and squeeze you. We all that. But we're not being rude. When in the middle of the show, we'll just wave at you. So that's what we had to do that day, and we felt bad about it.
Oh, thank you.
You bet.
I appreciate it. Hey,
Thanks,
hey, tell Coach Lee I think he's doing a great job.
We will. We'll call him right now.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Trey. You too,
You
Trey.
too.
I will tell you this. Saturday on the sideline when Vanderbilt got behind, they kept showing a close-up of Clark Lee. He looked like a badass Bond villain.
He did.
Did he not? With the bald head and the scowl. I'm like, this is awesome. Very cool. But I just think, we're here in November talking about Vanderbilt to the playoffs and about other teams looking at your coach, and rightfully so. But I just think he's so invested at his alma mater in his hometown.
Sure.
And they're rolling, and everybody loves what he's doing, and they got that new stadium. And he talked about how emotional it was when his football team walked into that locker room and the new student center over there, all that under the stadium, how great it was. So it's going to take a lot to get him out of here, because now he's established something. And but I'd go, if I'm another school, I'd still go after him. I absolutely go after him.
Sure. I go back to what Tim Hasselbeck said on our show, and obviously he was talking about the Titans, but if you're an NFL team, do you call Clark Lee? Just of how he's run the program. I still don't. I don't think so. I think he probably would stay in the college ranks, but
does he have? He's never coached any in pros, right? And even
I don't think so.
I don't think he has.
And
I really wouldn't want to, man.
No, he's been high school, UCLA, South Dakota State, UCLA, Bowling Green, Syracuse, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, Vanderbilt.
Yeah. To me, he's a college guy. And I value Tim Hasselbeck's opinion quite a bit. But, Clark Lee is a college guy, and I think he's good for college football. I would not want to coach the NFL at all. Would not want to. And I know NIL is all the problems. I get all that. But as Deion Sanders said, ain't no guy going to listen to me who makes more money than I do. And I'm thinking he's right.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a lot, it's a lot different coaching now. I think it is anyway, as it was even 10 years ago. And you have to adapt to all that. And that's how your coaching style now is not what it was. Hell, even 7-8 years ago. It all evolves and changes, and that's fine.
Right. So the Titans are off this week. Thank God.
Right.
They need a break, and I think we need a break from them. And then reset.
Where would you go? 3 days. Yeah, you could fly out today. You got to come back Sunday night. Where do you go? You're an NFL player.
I go to a beach. I'll go find a nice beach.
What beach?
Panama City.
Of all the beaches in the world.
Why not?
Chase wants his Pineapple Willie shirt. You got that in medium?
Could you imagine one day that like the guys all get back and you got like Jeffrey Simmons and Arden Key just got back from like Barbados and
Right.
you know they're all sitting there and like Cam Ward walks in with a Pineapple Willie shirt. And they're like, "Where'd you go, Rook?" "I'm down to PCB."
Chase got his Captain Anderson's hat from Panama City wearing it around town.
Went to Spinnakers and Club La Vila. And,
Now, I would go to Floribama if Ken Stabler were still alive because that was his
yeah.
hangout down there, and Buffett talks about it all the time. I would do that. But I'm with you, man. I just go down there for about 3 days and sit somewhere on the beach and just put the AirPods in and let the warm wind hit you and enjoy it. Just get away from it all and put it down and not worry about anything. And I would do all that. But that's just, you know, get away, escape for a little bit and get your mind off of it.
yeah. So that's a good one. No, I would go somewhere other than PCB.
I don't think you would. Right, Dr. Crane? Because
No, he was pretty convinced about PCB.
first
Yeah.
thing, I mean, quickly out of his mouth, Panama City, and do all that. Okay, we're going to see you the Panama. Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
Bachelorette party.
we
Hey,
got a
girls.
party coming in here. Here we go. Oh, 21st. 21st birthday. There you go.
Emily is 21. Oh, your hat
Yeah.
says?
Okay. Happy
Emily
birthday.
is 21. Emily's
Nice.
birthday. Happy birthday, Emily. You're a
Yep.
Scorpio.
Yep.
We love it. Who's this back here? Hey, how are you doing today? You doing all right? Okay. It's good to see you today. All right. You guys have fun? All right.
Yep. Have a good time.
Good Lord.
4404. Easy, Joe.
What? Just that's having a good time.
4404 says bye week 32, Titans 13.
That's always funny, and I don't know why, because it's the same joke every year, but it's always funny.
It is.
Oh.
Well, and it's also funny that it annoys Joe Rexroad to no end to call it the bye week,
What does he like to call it?
off week.
I thought it's always been called the bye week.
It is, but he thinks that that's stupid.
Does he?
Yeah.
Just text it to Joe and watch him have a. I tried to get Rexford to have a meltdown today. Damn, Robbie Stan. They had Andrew Burnett on, which was a great interview with Andrew
Yeah.
Burnett this morning. Really good. So I texted the text line hoping Rexford wouldn't see it, and I said, I thought Andrew Burnett was the head coach of the Nashville Predators. I didn't think he was the softball coach because all you did was lob softball questions to him. Then Robbie says, I think he's a softball coach at McGavick High School. And I was like, damn you, Robbie.
Yeah, he's gotten wise to you.
So I got to go in and change some things. So Rexroad does. I'm telling you guys, you need to listen to Robbie and Rexroad in the
It's the
morning
best show.
for Rexroad's meltdowns. His Ed Orgeron impression's pretty damn good. His Koharski impression's really good.
No, his Koharski impression is so bad that it's good.
He sounds like Joe Pesci getting beat up, which I love. But I go to the gym every morning. I listen to that show and watch it, and listening to Rexford Meltdown is a true high. Joe, we love you. Is a true highlight of my day, especially when you're on Zoom and your computer doesn't work. That's even better. So I have a lot of fun with it.
So good. 615-737-1025. I don't even remember where I was going here.
I don't, not at all. Somewhere like that.
I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, but I think you are. I mean, don't the Preds players when they have time off, don't they go to the ocean with pigs or something?
Something like that.
Down Bahamas or Bermuda and swim with pigs?
Rexroad says because a bye is something you get in a tournament. You get a bye to the next round.
Joe, you're really Joe, you're really upset. Okay, you know what? I don't mind this. I like your thing with Amy Adams Strunk.
Right.
You're like
Yeah.
Amy. So I don't mind being passionate about something that you really enjoy. So
Yeah.
Robbie, so this Rexroad, that's fine.
Well, because I think like the people in Indianapolis are going to be dealing with this because it's Carly Ursay Gordon, not Carly Ursay.
Yeah, I had no idea her last name was Gordon. Not Carly Ursay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, there are some pet peeves that like for instance, we talked about this earlier. It's Eagles, not the Eagles.
Right. Yep.
That's one.
Yeah, and there is an example of somebody said the MTSU football game's at 2:30 on Saturday. I said it's 2:00, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, it's 2:30." I'm like, what's the difference? And I was like, well, the difference is being correct
and being
or not
incorrect.
correct, right? It's in the grand
There-
scheme of life, it's okay, but just be correct with it.
There's another pet peeve I have that you started, you put in my head, but it's very true.
Oh
Man, I got up at 6:30 a.m. this morning.
no. God, the weather people. That guy on Channel 4 is like, hey, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I'm like, we already know it's Saturday morning. Don't have to add the a.m. And I know we're going down a road, which is like, what the hell?
Well, here Rex Road has more.
Yes.
But society has gotten so lazy that we just accept bleep like this. It's pathetic. Off week, idle week, both are acceptable. Bye is unacceptable. Thanks for asking.
I like that. See, that's what we're talking about. Either you're correct or you're not correct. I'd rather be correct no matter what it takes. Thanks, Joe. Dr. Crane, can you please find the Vrabel hand comment? That would make
I
my
knew
day.
it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Just play it.
I'm trying to get a question in here.
Well, then ask the question. No, I'm just saying, like, you look ridiculous.
Fart you, I won't do what you tell me.
Oh, God.
And then,
so
and then
much.
Glennon comes in. So,
Trey Avery.
Trey Avery.
1 week we're gonna stink, and this guy sucks, and then I suck.
I love that. That might be
So
my
good.
favorite thing all time in Nashville radio. Your hands look ridiculous. Just out
I
of the
remember
blue.
listening to that live going, what is happening right
Just
now?
asking a question, Mike.
Like, is this team so bad now Vrabel's got to take it out on Rex Road?
Oh, I'm glad it's not during a bye week, Joe. You might have gone out there and beat up Vrabel. Oh, man.
Oh, 737-102-5. We're live today at Tennessee Brewworks. There's a 21st birthday party in here. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Lance is here. We'll have more coming in a few minutes here on 102.5 again. Jason Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday at Tennessee Brewworks. I think we've run into a bunch of Fresno State fans.
You know who went to Fresno State and played quarterback?
Who?
Trent Dilfer.
Oh, sorry.
So did Billy Bullock.
Didn't Derek
He
Carr
did?
as well?
What's up?
Who? Hang on, Nick. We're being talked to right now. Who did you say went there?
Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, right?
Yeah, I think that is right.
Or a 1-2 punch out there.
Yeah, I think they played together while at Fresno. He said Derek Carr and Devontae Adams also went to Fresno.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, I think you got a radio show to do. Just letting you know.
I just had a debate about why Ashton Genty did not win the Heisman Trophy, and Travis Hunter did.
Yeah.
We have some Boise State people here, too.
Okay, so Fresno and Boise well represented right now.
So Travis Hunter deserved the Heisman Trophy. He was a hell of a two-way player and had an impact on a lot of games that he played. But Ashton Genty was great. I mean, what he did, and then he was. Yeah, we have a radio show. We don't do.
We're live.
We're live. Yeah, right. I mean, that's okay. We're good.
We're professionals.
We're You can scream at us all day. I've been married twice. You can yell at me through the whole show. I'm fine. I understand this. Trust me, I understand all this. Yeah, Emily's birthday, right? Emily turned 20. Where's Emily? Emily turned 21 today at Tennessee Brewworks.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Emily. Tennessee Brewworks. Come celebrate turning 21. Hey, Emily, you're all right, Emily, you're a Scorpio. Give it up for that, right? So am I. Yeah. You're live on TV, radio. What do we cover right now? Well, we're covering sports here in Nashville, the Titans and the Predators, and Vanderbilt football and the Vols and all kind of good stuff. Yeah. So this is really cool. Everything's going on there. See, we're on TV. Look, we're on all the socials right now.
Yeah.
So that's us right now. I mean, that's me yelling at you, and that's Chase. If you don't mind me asking, can I see your notes? So my notes? Do you want to look inside my head? You can see I keep my notes there. Yep.
What, Dr. Crane? What is happening?
Emily, why are y'all leaving now? Are you 21? You look 17.
I think they're on the Nashville tractor.
They are
party thing.
Nashville tractor.
Can we go do the rest of the show?
we need to do our show. Dr. Crane, let's do this. We're gonna do our show on one of these tractor pulls around town.
Lance is here. Lance can get this set up.
Well, you look like Andy Reid. So
do they have a question about Trey Avery?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it? Where is Trey Avery?
What's going on? What we stream on? That's YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, everything at Facebook. We're everywhere. Look at it. Is this Dad?
Yeah, 08.
This Dad?
0862.
Yeah. He looks like Andy Reid.
I've lost Joe. Joe's been lost.
Yep. This is great. You guys we like you guys in Nashville. You guys, because you got Dad with you. So if anybody and Mom, if anybody gets out of control, you're gonna get your see pretty. All right. Well, I know it is, right?
We have a good time.
We're having a good time.
Thank you.
Please be careful.
Have a good time. Welcome to Nashville.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Good luck rest of the season.
Well, have fun. Be careful.
You see you guys. Great. Happy birthday, Emily.
Thank you. 08.
Sorry, Radio Land, but there's like 1,000 of them that were here.
0862 says you wouldn't talk to Trey during a live show. What's up with this?
Well, where do we start? There's 47 of them. Oh, that's a great point.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Oh, take a picture.
We got a picture now. There we go. Thank you.
See ya. Have a good day.
This is why we do what we do, because we just fall off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Tennessee Brewworks. This is people come here to celebrate their birthday. So this was like a mass of what's that in the Bible that would invade like locusts, would like invade an area and take off and go invade another area. Is that right, Dr. Crane?
Is that what we're calling white women now? I mean, that's what that was.
I mean, there was a mass of locusts just came in here, devoured everything, and took off and went to someplace else.
It was like a bunch of 21-year-old celebrating another 21-year-old, and then a couple of parents that I think were acting like 21-year-olds.
Yes, and they're all. I mean, there's a million of them.
It was a good time.
So
they're on one of those party tractor things. We need to set up a show on one of these, because
Yep.
if you thought that was a train wreck, like no telling what would happen.
Yeah, and it's you could do it now because of the internet capabilities and all that Wi-Fi.
I love our text line. People are texting like, y'all can't talk to Trey, but you can
See, that's karma. I mean, we just talk at the top of the hour. We talk to Trey.
Yeah, I
Like, we
know.
feel bad, Trey.
We love Trey.
Now we get overrun with the birthday party girls. My God, sorry, Trey.
It was a swarm. That is right.
Oh man.
Robert goes, I know why they talk to Emily and friends and not Trey.
That's so true.
Oh my gosh. Coach Bubba Spears just texted me. Y'all are having too much fun. Keep it up. Coach, I'm gonna need you to help me out later.
Right. Show up, man.
Oh, Dr. Crane, what's up at the studio? How are you?
Oh, we're great. Your favorite caller, Doug, is calling in about the front yard and backyard, so this should be a good call.
Oh, we like Doug.
Okay.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, man, I really appreciate the comment of you saying you've been married twice, so you're good to being yelled at by women. Well, I'm going to try to top you. I've always supervised women, so I'm yelled at all day long. It's like no big deal. I mean, you can't get me somewhere I haven't been before.
Right.
You can't call me a name I haven't heard, unless you call me that in Spanish or something, and I can figure that out too. It's still no big deal.
Thank you, Doug.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, all of mine are so. I mean, I did all that. I mean, I deserve to be yelled at. How about that way? Yeah, I completely deserve to be yelled at.
It's also entertaining at the same time.
Well, I mean, they just come in, like I said, they just come in here and then they start.
Well,
Fresno State and Boise State.
Here's what we've kind of realized in doing some of these shows, especially at a place like this, which there's a lot of foot traffic from the party buses and stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing a podcast now, so people don't realize this is a live radio show. They think we're just doing a podcast, so we can stop and start and all that stuff. And I think that's why it makes it more entertaining that we're live on the air and you're over there talking to people.
Well, I mean, they come in, they start mouthing about Fresno, and I'm like, oh gosh, you're gonna be upset because of Trent Dilfer, and then we go from there, and then she's asking me if Ashton Genty should win the Heisman Trophy, which is great because that's a good conversation about Travis Hunter. She's, well, how's he doing in the pros? He's doing fine in the pros.
He's hurt.
But that has nothing to do with whether or not you win a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, a Heisman is a college accomplishment.
Yeah, and that's like people, and this will get to another thing about like, well, he didn't do good in the pros. Well, that's fine.
It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, John Capoletti won the Heisman Trophy. What did he do in the NFL? You ever heard of John Capoletti?
No.
Yeah, he won it at Penn State. And his brother died. And there was a movie called Something for Joy. Don't watch it because you'll cry for hours.
Oh, yeah,
but I'm saying there's all kind of you separate those two.
Last time I was going to watch a movie like that, you said you watch it with me and you left me alone. And
well, that's because I'm not watching On Golden Pond again, so you can sit there and cry like no tomorrow.
What about The Notebook?
Notebook is pretty sad, especially when the very end you find out what's going on.
The Notebook is a sweet movie though.
It is. But I will tell you, we've had discussion before. There's one scene, and I've seen it 1,000 times, always makes me cry. It's when Forrest Gump's mom dies.
Yep.
Every single, and I know what's coming, and I know what's going to happen. And then he's in there with Sally Field, man, and that just rips me apart every single time.
Yep. That's a great movie. That's one of those movies that I think you should be required to see at some point in time of your life.
Yep.
That's a good one. Coming up next, we're going to preview our Metro Schools Game of the Week presented by Strike and Spare. Coach Arcente Broom going to join us coming up next as Antioch hosts Shelbyville tonight to start the playoffs. Again, a lot of games being moved to tonight because of the weather that's coming in tomorrow. So we'll talk to Coach Broom. Coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
Hi, guys. Big Joe here again. Look, let's talk about anxiety and depression. Two words that can just wreck your life if you let them. And, man, sadly, most of us lead lives of quiet desperation. But I'm telling you, it does not have to be that way. That's why we are so honored to be partnering with Unity Psychiatric Care, based right here in Middle Tennessee, to get you back on track and living the life you deserve. I tell you all the time, reaching out to someone and talking to someone changed my life. And I want the same for you. Here's all you got to do. Just go to theGameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show. There, you will see a link for Unity Psychiatric Care and start taking back your life. It is private, it is secure, it is confidential, and they have telehealth. You can do it from your own house. No one has to know. I just need you to reach out. Or you can call 1-888-508-8002. That's 1-888-508-8002. Also, you may be the one who notices a loved one isn't doing well, and you could be the person to turn their life around. And again, all you got to do is go to theGameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and then on the right side is all the information you need for Unity Psychiatric Care. We tell you every day that we love you so much, and our world is a better place because you are here. Help is just around the corner. You do not have to go through any of this alone. Again, theGameNashville.com, click on the Chase and Big Joe show, and you'll see the information for Unity Psychiatric Care. They're on the right-hand side. And guys, let the journey to wellness begin.
Chasing Big Joe on this Thursday, 102.5 The Game. We're live here at Tennessee Brewworks. Coming up later on tonight on 94.9 The Fan, it is our Metro Schools Game of the Week, presented by Strike and Spare. The playoffs are here. Antioch will host Shelbyville over there, and looking forward to it. We say hello to Arsente Broom, head coach of the Antioch Bears. Coach, how you doing?
Good, baby. How y'all doing?
We're doing fantastic, and I want to start with this. You've accomplished one goal. You've made the playoffs. Obviously, there's more to come, but how much have you and your guys celebrated that this week of knowing what you accomplished in the regular season?
We talked about it. We celebrated. The guys were excited. Last week to finish out and know exactly where they were going to be. But we've kind of halted a little bit. That I just been telling them that we got a big hump that we got to get over. The last 2 years been bounced out of the first round, and those games were at home. We were in the same position that we are in today, and it's all about getting over that hump. Trying to play the best brand of football we can.
Everybody wants to go undefeated. I know that, but how did you like the response that your boys had after falling to Clarksville in, I guess it was week 10, and then to beat Rossview the next week? What did you think about how they took that loss and used it to their advantage?
Man, I think our boys responded well. The biggest thing was that, their signal caller, Andre, didn't play. And so you wanted to see, and I wanted to see, how the boys would respond to not having him out there and how we would play. And, we did well. The score was 12-0, but my defense showed up in big fashion. We had Caleb Dawson, Fred Toomba, and Dominic Hamer, man. They really showed up for us in a big way. And offensively, man, we found a bit of a run game that didn't include Andre. And so, and it was a big win for us to finish out 9-1.
Talking to Coach Arsente Broom on the Chasing Big Joe show. Coach, I love you, man. And what's happening tonight? I mean, this is, as one coach told me one time, you were guaranteed 40 quarters a year. Anything after that is up to you. How much you tell the guys, this is on you now. We go as far as you guys want to go, because the alternative of this is we're done. So how do you preach to the guys like, we keep going, you go as far as you want, because now it's up to you?
Joe, I got one phrase that I used to use when I was at Maple. We were making those runs, and it was, you want cheers or you want tears? Which one you want?
Ooh.
And at the end of the day, man, if you play well, you'll have those cheers. You'll be excited. You'll be rooted for by your fans. Everybody will love you. I said, but if you don't play well, you'll have those tears. You'll have those seniors that will probably see their last organized football game. You'll have those seniors that won't get a chance to finish out a great season like they're supposed to. So it's up to you. Cheers or tears, and that's it.
Do you remember? I vividly remember, Coach, my last high school football game getting beat in the playoffs to NBA, and it still bothers me to this day. Do you remember your last high school football game?
Yeah, I do, man. It was Lincoln County. Well, first of all, my last game was Overton, and we won the third round of playoffs. And I didn't get a chance to play my last game against Lincoln County. We lost 7-0. I still think that, I was down, I was sick, and I think if I'd have played, we would have had a chance. But it's tough, man, when it comes down to that last ball game. And you never think about that when you're a junior,
right?
And that's that last game, and those seniors are gone, and now it's your senior year, and it happens all over again. So I'm just trying to get our guys to understand, man, that we've accomplished some good things, but it's not over yet. We still got a lot to play for. And I tell them, man, we just got to go. We got 5 ball games. We got to take each one of them each week, a game at a time if we want to reach that tournament.
Coach Arsente Broom is with us from Antioch. So Andre obviously gets a lot of talk with your team in the years he has had, but how have you seen him grow from game one to now in his junior season?
Man, a tremendous growth. Athletically, Andre is a superior athlete, but people don't understand it, man. He's very cerebral in his approach to how he manages a game, how he gets everybody, in line, puts guys where they need to be. And I remember we had a conversation at the beginning of the year, and I talked to him about former quarterbacks that I had, Bobo Hodge, Darius Wimberly, Cody McKinley, guys like that at different schools. And I told him, I said, man, you're the better quarterback, but I want to see the leadership from you. Because I said, I know it's there, but I want it to come out in more than just your play. I want you to start holding guys accountable for what they're doing and what they're not doing. And man, from that conversation to now, he stepped up in a big way. And I think it's shown in our record. It's shown in how we play. And I think, man, he's gonna have a good night tonight. I just hope that we play well and the guys get everything out of it that they want.
Coach Arcente Broom's on the phone with us here on the Chasing Big Joe show. Coach, anything? I know you lost a day of preparation. Did that speed things up, or are you just like, all right, we're just going to stick to what we normally do and we got to back things up a day? But how did it affect you getting prepared for this game?
What it did we had an extra day of practice on the weekend, so it didn't hurt us that much. We just prepared. We had Sunday, and from Sunday we just took that as our extra day. I mean, we've had a couple of Thursday games this year, so it wasn't that big of a deal as far as making the change. What I didn't want to happen was playing on Saturday, man. That's got to be worse. I've done that a couple of times. I think that's probably the worst day to try to play.
Yeah, right.
Kids, but nah, man. We prepared well this week. We're home, and we're hoping that we have a good night. Chevyville's going to come in there, and they're going to be ready to play. I know they're going to be ready to play. Watching film, they got some playmakers, and we've got to be on our A game tonight.
Coach, and this is why I root for you, because I think you're a hell of a coach and you're a great motivator and you're great for kids, but you're also at a metro school, and it's been since 1981 since Overton won that state title at the highest classification in TWSAA. I would love nothing more to watch you guys run the whole thing and you get a trophy in Chattanooga. Now, I know it's putting everything out there ahead of what needs to be done, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of us who are rooting for you, Coach, to do this because we want to see that trophy come back to Nashville.
Man, Joe, it's crazy. Coaches, we talk all the time. And, I being in 6A, and I know it's a tough road. I've seen it happen. Went to the Clinic Bowl in 2011 with Maplewood, and I know how hard that was. And the years that I've been coaching, I've learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things to do. I've learned a lot of things not to do. And I'm just trying to take the moment, every day that I can show these guys, not just my players, but my coaches, this is what we need to do. These are the things we need to do to try to make it work, try to get there. And of course, yeah, we would love to get to the Clinic Bowl. Like I said, we're taking each week, day by day. We're going and taking the baby steps, but we want to definitely, man, play our best brand of football as we go through each week. I know that loss that we took to Clarksville, I think was a blessing in disguise as far as our egos, humbling us and making sure that we understand what the end game is. And so that's where we are mentally. I think I've got the guys in the middle state where they understand what we have to do.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it tonight. Coach Spears and I will be there. I know he means a lot to you, but we'll be there and looking forward to it.
Appreciate it, guys, man. Thank you all.
Absolutely. Coach Arcente Broom from Antioch joining us here on the program. And again, tonight, 6:30 on 94.9 The Fan. It's our Metro Schools game of the week, the final one, and it's the playoffs. Antioch will take on Shelbyville, and we'll have coverage for you at 6:30. Coming up next, we're going to tell you about a cool charity event coming up involving Tim Tebow. That is all ahead here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Very nice, Dr. Crane. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game here on this Thursday, hanging out at Tennessee Brew Works. We've already had a 21st birthday come through, so
We did.
who knows what else will happen. Little
So-
Huey Lewis in the news bringing us back as
That
well.
kind of derailed the show in a fun way for a little bit to do that. I want to bring this up to you, Chase. A friend of mine texted me this, and these are the ticket prices for college football this weekend. And these
I think I saw this.
So number 10 is UCF and Temple, $75. Number 9, UCLA, Nebraska, $95. Number 8 is South Dakota versus South Dakota State. Looks like $96. 7th, Notre Dame Navy, $97.
Can I guess number 1?
Number 1, I'm going to give you the top 3. Number 3 is Oregon and Iowa, $151. Number 2, Texas Tech and BYU, $218. The most expensive ticket this week, Vanderbilt Auburn. How much?
$275.
$230.
$230. Okay.
So there you go. The most expensive college football game from Tick Pick this week is Vanderbilt Auburn, $230.
There's a site called Tick Pick.
Tick. Please, I need you to enunciate that better.
Tick Pick.
Yes. There it is. Tick. As in a tick.
Okay.
Skin. There it is. TickPick.com.
Not what I was expecting.
So I asked why. Why is that the most? I would think Texas Tech BYU would be off the chart because that's a huge game.
Yeah, I would think so too, but not. I guess not so much.
Alabama LSU 150, but like you said
Yeah,
earlier, there's no bust.
That's lost all its luster.
Let me ask you about this Eli Drinkowitz thing. I mean, does he really think he can sustain this at Missouri? Because I'm hearing a lot of Florida talk with him.
No, I think. See, I think Clark Lee stays at Vanderbilt. I think Eli Drinkowitz leaves. I just feel like his stock's never going to be higher.
I totally agree.
You know, and I mean, he's rumored for Florida. He's rumored for LSU. He's rumored for Penn State. Like, and we've talked to him. He's a good coach. He's a really good coach.
He is.
So I wouldn't be shocked.
I just don't think he can. I think you have better sustainability at Florida, obviously, than you do at Missouri. But if he's happy at Missouri and they're adding on a bunch of stuff up there, and I think he's a really good coach,
Pull your mic up a little.
then have him right. What does it always go down? That's what she said.
I don't know. Hair middle Henry.
I'm expecting the owner and the GM to come by and say, "Hey, yeah, guys, appreciate the time." There you go. Get out of here.
I'm going to read Hair Metal Henry's
Okay.
text. Does Brett Favre own a Tick Pick?
He probably invested in him.
Probably.
Probably not. Hey, how about that Tick Pick? Ain't there something else? Hey, how about that Phyllis Diller? Ain't she something? Oh, man.
But yeah, like, I mean, he could be like Gary Pinkel and be at Missouri for a long time and basically, you know, run the campus.
Wasn't Pinkel and Saban, weren't they roommates at Kent State? I think they were. There was
that. I feel like there was something.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, that's fine. If you
Do you remember when we had him on, when I was producing you and Greg, and I got you guys Gary Pinkel?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was Music City Bowl or what it was. He was like the nicest person.
He was. And I think we did bring up Saban during. That's why I remember that.
Yeah. He was the nice, like it was one of those where we couldn't agree, like it wasn't going to work live, but he was like, no, I want to come on with you guys. And we taped with him, and like he was like the coolest person.
The worst interview we've ever, and we get asked this all the time. The worst interview. It's not that it was the worst, but we had Kevin Durant was doing a media tour, and I think he was still asleep. And then Greg says, "Do you know what city you're talking to right now?" And he's like, "Man, I got no clue." It was just, and he didn't know anything about this movie. He was like the Thunder something.
Because he was still with the Thunder.
Yeah. And it was just, I mean, he was just out of it. And it wasn't rude, but, you know, then it got to the point Greg and I were like, let's just keep him on. and just annoy him so much. And we were asking the dumbest, worst questions. We made him stay on the phone for about 15
Was that
minutes.
just you and Greg, or was Brad still?
Me and Greg.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was
that was
terrible.
Good. 9355 says, bought our tickets preseason for the Vandy game this weekend. Week 1, we paid $110 a ticket, lower bowl. Our son has become a Pavia fan. If he didn't want to watch him play so bad, making money off the tickets last minute would be tempting. Oh, you'd make money.
I will never begrudge anybody who sells their tickets.
Yeah.
I won't. Yeah, I won't do it.
Dr. Crane, am I going to regret taking this call?
Maybe. I'm not too sure. I mean, he seems legit about it, so hopefully.
Okay.
Chris wants to weigh in on the Vandy game. And what's up, Chris?
Listen, I use TickPick all the time. It's a great website.
Okay.
It has less fees than all the other places. But I think one of the reasons why the Vandy game and Auburn is so high, I think so many Vanderbilt fans are actually trying to buy tickets to this game because early in the season, Vandy was, not predicted to be well. So I think that's the reason why these tickets are so expensive.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think there's a lot of overachieving. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it.
I know that voice, Chris. But I also think there's a lot of Auburn fans who live in Nashville. There's a ton of Auburn fans that live here, and alumni. And so, why not go to that game? I'm telling you, if you've not been to First Bank Stadium, it is not like it used to be at Vanderbilt. I mean, it is nice. I mean, it is really, really, really nice. They've done a heck of a job. So, go over there. There's only 2 games left.
Hey, if your business wants tickets, together at cromwellmedia.com, Sean Fort, that's who you need to talk to.
I got a business.
Yeah, and if you do it during this show, Joe and I get 50% of the cut. So
That's right, we do at least.
That's what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Together, is it together at cromwellmedia.com?
Sure is.
Together at cromwellmedia.com.
So there you go, Sean. You have your assignment.
Yep. Why am I getting these phone calls, these emails? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But
it's working.
Yeah, right?
Where's our 50%?
Yeah.
Coming up next, we'll talk some hockey with Greg Wyshynski. I'm looking forward to getting his thoughts on the ending to the Preds game the other night and kind of see where he's at because he's more of a neutral party than obviously we are. We'll do that coming up next. But I do want to tell you we couldn't grab our guest, but there's an evening of focus with Tim Tebow coming up next week. It's benefiting Hands and Feet Project with special guests for King and Country. It's at the Factory in Franklin at Liberty Hall. The doors will open at 5, and the dinner and program is 6 to 9. There are still limited tickets available. You can just visit handsandfeetproject.org for more and get your tickets to this event. But an evening with Tim Tebow, going to be awesome to see that. So wanted to pass that along. We'll talk to Greg Wyshynski next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game. Hour number 3, Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game at Tennessee Brewworks. Today we've had a lot of fun so far on the program, and we keep it going now with our buddy Greg Wyshynski from ESPN, who joins us now to talk a little hockey with us. Greg, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I have several pucks in my pants that I'm hiding from Alex Ovechkin. So I'm doing great.
I was wondering if that was going to come up right at the start. You did not disappoint me, so thank you for that. Yes, Ovi scores 900 last night, and if you missed it, Jordan Bennington took the puck and hit it in his pants. Eventually, he got busted on that, but that was pretty funny.
So Bennington just spoke in Buffalo before the Blues game against the Sabres, and he said that he fully intended to give the puck back to Ovechkin. He felt like since he turned the puck over for the goal that he had an unofficial assist and maybe felt some ownership of the puck. The thing that I've been mulling over, boys, look, when you're playing Ovechkin, you figure he might score a goal. So there's a good chance Bennington's going to give up the 900th goal. How do we know for sure he doesn't already have a puck in his pants and then gave a duplicate puck to the linesman and kept the 900th goal puck to then sell on the black puck selling market?
I mean, Jordan Bennington's kind of crafty. I mean, I could see him doing that.
Exactly. We don't know he might be the Daniel Ocean of goaltenders and pulling a heist that we don't even know about. But look, it was a really fun moment last night, and it it's going to always be a part of the story. But dude, 900 goals for Alex Ovechkin is insane. Like even the idea that he broke the Gretzky record was one level of crazy. The idea that we now have a player in the modern era, not back in the 1980s, where the goalies don't know what they're doing and they're wearing Q-tips on their legs as far as pads go. Like to have a player hit 900 goals in this era is just astounding to me.
I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's his third goal of the year in 13 games. He hits 900. I know everybody's going to ask, I mean, does he stick around for a few more years and try to go for 1,000? I feel like that's a little bit that's going to be tough for him to do, but he's already set the market now for 900, and can anybody catch him?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, can anybody catch him? We used to say that about Gretzky, so who even knows? I mean, if somebody's going to come down the pike and do what Ovi's done. As far as his future goes, I spoke to Alex before the season at Capitals camp. Everybody around the team kind of says the same thing. It really depends on how his body is feeling. This guy's got a love for the game. He's not necessarily looking to leave after this contract and go play out the string in the KHL in Russia. Like if his body holds up and he's still scoring at a decent clip, and by the way, let's not forget, if the Capitals are a playoff contender, which they've been now for the last few seasons under Spencer Carberry, I don't think that this is necessarily his last season, but I do kind of believe that it might be based on the contract he signed and based on like what else can you accomplish at this point if you're Alex Ovechkin. Yeah,
and like how much – I mean, it's still impressive that he had 44 goals last year in 65 games, but realistically, when was the last time he played 82? 2017-18?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I think asking him to score at that clip anymore might be asking a little too much.
It might be. I mean, the one thing I'll say about him, though, is the way he scores goals does play in his favor. He's never been a real, I got to be the quickest guy on the ice to score type player. I mean, he's a guy who stands in one spot and fires pucks in the power play. So from that aspect, he might have a little bit of a later expiration date than most goal scorers do. So, I mean, we'll see. Ultimately, it's going to have to do with how his body is feeling and where his head's at insofar as where the future is. But again, the fact that the Capitals are relevant, that they're playing good hockey, that they might have a team around him that could challenge in the East certainly plays in their favor to try to keep this guy around. But I do think that, like, if he decides it's it, I think he'll do the Gretzky thing and like announce it in the last weeks of the season, so there can be at least a little bit of a celebration. I've kind of believed he didn't want to say anything before the season because he already took a year away from the team attention-wise with the Gretzky chase. I don't think he wanted to do that for a second straight season.
And then tonight it's Capitals Penguins, so we get Ovechkin and Crosby, obviously Malkin in there as well, which I think is, based on everything you just said, these kind of matchups are going to be celebrated more and more because we don't know how much longer we're going to see them.
Yeah, they're few and far between. We did a full special episode of our show, The Drop, on you can find it on the NHL and ESPN YouTube, about the Crosby-Ovechkin rivalry. And, one of the things that's kind of underrated, and I do, by the way, think that the Crosby-Ovechkin rivalry is the greatest player versus player rivalry we've ever had in the NHL. Yeah. One of the things that's underrated is that, these guys were placed into what was already a very heated existing rivalry. Like, the Penguins and Capitals hated each other well before Ovechkin and Crosby showed up. And so, that's sort of the secret sauce to why this rivalry really resonated and why it became so marketable, is that, beyond having two generational talents in the same conference or in the same division, you had two generational talents leading teams that already had, a couple decades of real animosity against each other.
Greg, thank you for that, because I think all too often across pro sports, we forget, teams are all buddies with each other. I think in hockey, there are more, I truly hate you because you're on that team mindset than any other professional sport. And I love it.
Yeah. Rivalries have certainly changed a little bit in our sport. I don't think that anything that we have today comes close to like Detroit and Colorado, where you look at the ice at the end of the game and it looked like, a dentist office with all the blood on the floor, we do have heat. I think the Battle of Florida might be our best rivalry right now in the NHL as far as the real actual hatred between the players on those teams. Like, they really don't like each other, the Lightning and the Panthers. The Penguins and Capitals probably have some of that too. But those kinds of rivalries are few and far between. That's why ultimately the best rivalry in hockey right now is probably USA-Canada, because the ones in the NHL do have, like you said, that sort of a little bit of a friendship. These guys all train with each other in the off season, right? Like, it's a different vibe, but we still have some real animosity, in particular in the Battle of Florida these days.
Oh, I love that. All right, Greg, let's get your opinion on the great goal that did or did not happen the other night versus Minnesota. Everybody's weighed in on this. Andrew Burnett was on our morning show today. He thought it shouldn't have been a goal. Chase read the rule, and it should be a goal. Where do you stand on what happened the other night?
Well, the rule is interesting because I read the rule, and I don't think it should be a goal.
Okay.
I'm team Predators on this one. I think they got jobs. And the reason why, I appreciate what Steven Stamkos said about would the puck have gone to the end boards if the net wasn't off its moorings, and then basically the play is over at that point or whatever. But I think the problem I have with the rule is the imminent scoring chance part of it. How many whacks of a piñata do you get before it's not an imminent scoring chance? Because to me, the scoring chance is when the puck comes off of Johansson's stick the first time, goes off the side of the net, then he collects it and scores on a rebound. So, how many shots? If it's his fourth shot on goal in that sequence, that's still imminent. To me,
Right.
The scoring chance is the initial deflection or the initial shot, and then after that, if it doesn't go in, then you whistle the play down because the puck is literally sideways. The goal cage is literally sideways. So I'm with the Predators on this one. I don't think that they got the call right. And in fact, I was talking to someone with a Western Conference team yesterday, and he was telling me, look, everybody in their practice facility was saying the same thing, which is that the Predators got jobbed on this one, and the wild goal shouldn't have counted.
Here's the other thing too, Greg. If this is game 4 or 5 of the Western Conference Final, does that get ruled differently?
It probably doesn't, because this is how they interpret the rule. I mean, at least the best thing you can say about this for the NHL is that at least they're consistent. Like when we've had situations like this in the past, usually it doesn't look as goofy as it did the other night, where the puck is going over the goal line and there's no net there at all. But they've been pretty consistent in counting goals like this. So, I mean, I still think they probably call it the same way. I just don't think that in the spirit of the rule, to me, has always been continuation of the play. Like, the net comes off, the guy's got the puck on his stick, he's skating in on goal, he's firing the puck, it goes through the crease, it's a goal. In this case, this guy got a whack at it, and then he collects the rebound and then scores. And to me, that's not like a continuous play. I don't think it's within the spirit of the rule.
Did you know this rule? I mean, I know there's a lot of rules in hockey. Had you ever seen this before? It happened the other night.
Yes, I have. Typically when a goalie is, especially when a goalie is pushing off on the post to try to like get some leverage, sometimes the net will come off its moorings. And in those situations, if the puck goes in the net afterwards, even though the net is off, they're going to count it because of the defensive player dislodging the net and sort of the continuation of the offensive play. Again, the difference for me here was how much are we going to allow for under the label imminent scoring chance. And a second chance opportunity to me isn't imminent. It's it's delayed. It's part two. Like
right.
It's not part of the initial play where you'd say, oh, well, this guy got robbed of an opportunity to score because the net's off its moorings. I just think what Johansson did isn't in keeping in the spirit of the rule.
Interesting. Let me ask you this. Football coaches all hate homecoming because all the distractions off the field. Do NHL coaches like international travel? And I say this because the National Predators leave next week to go overseas. I got to be thinking head coaches, there's a lot of distractions, right, Greg, when you go for an international game?
There are. I would say the NHL comparison to homecoming games would be like a banner raising or a number retirement ceremony. Like there's just so much delay and pomp and circumstance that goes on around those games. That's when you get kind of out of your routine. In the case of international travel, though, I've talked to a bunch of players over the years that have done these NHL Europe games, and they all say the same thing, which is that it's a nice bonding experience. Like it's a chance to kind of like get away from the norm and you go sightseeing, you go to these special events that they have for you. You're playing in front of a different, a group of fans that are reacting differently to what's happening on the ice. And it becomes a bonding experience. I seem to remember a trip that the Boston Bruins took to China one year where that was like a real moment where they coalesced as a team just because of the novelty of being over there together. So I don't know how the coaches feel about it because it is an interruption in routine. Right. I know the players really appreciate not only the chance to bond on the road, but also to, have a wonderful memory as a professional athlete playing games overseas.
We're talking to Greg Wyshynski, ESPN NHL senior writer. Steven Stamkos, what do you think is going to happen there? Obviously, he's the one that forced overtime the other night, finally breaks that drought he was in. But, look, a lot of discussion around here about him and, should he stay? Should Barry Trotz try to shop him? What do you think?
I think it's a combination of two factors. The first being that he's got trade protection and he's got a family. And if his family is comfortable here in Nashville and they don't want to move, then I think that's going to weigh very heavily on whatever he decides to do professionally. I think his family has always been first and foremost in his mind as far as what Stamkos does contractually, where he wants to play and all that stuff. The other part of this is obviously the Predators' ability to move him. And then you get into how do you maximize the value for Steven Stamkos at this point in his career when his numbers are down, his production is down, and that's how much money you're willing to keep on his contract beyond, and obviously you've got it well beyond the season. And so that becomes the real conundrum is, how much of this contract are the Predators willing to keep? And then based on that, that's going to dictate the return. But it ultimately comes down to when and if he wants to move. It's obviously not working here for him in the same way that it did in Tampa. But what does his family want? What does he want? That's the ultimate question that has to be answered.
Obviously it's being looked at now as it was the wrong move to sign him. But at the point in which they did sign him, I think everybody and their brother thought, hey, this could be a really good move. What did you think at that time?
Well, for me, it was more like talking about the overall plan that the Predators were enacting in signing multiple veteran players, right? Like it was sort of that they were trying to build on some playoff momentum and maybe be a little bit more competitive as they waited for some of their younger players to mature. But as far as his production goes, like no one thought he was going to bottom out the way he did. I mean, I remember going down to Tampa and covering his return game to face the Lightning and the slump he was in. It was just like unfathomable that his production rate was going to drop the way that it has, or that, the guy wouldn't shoot the puck as much as he used to in previous seasons. So, the direction of the team part of it, I thought what Barry did was okay as far as bringing in some veterans to try to keep the team competitive as they waited for the next wave to mature. But like if someone's doing 20/20 hindsight on Stamkos's numbers, no one thought he was going to be this bad.
Greg, listen, you are invited Monday night. Chase and I are taking over a comedy club in Key West. True story. Comedy Key West. We're doing an entire stand-up routine Monday night. You are invited. You are the only VIP pass we're extending. So if you get some free time Monday night, come to Key West and witness history. Okay.
Now, listen, I have a newborn, so I can't. Also, I didn't hear anything about waiving the 2-drink minimum for me, so I think that's a little offensive. But I wish you guys luck. I wish I had I've done live podcasts before, so I guess you guys know it's a different animal than getting up and doing stand up. I've never had the cojones to do like a solid 5 minutes on an open mic. So I wish you guys luck. I think you'll do great.
Thank you very much, Greg. We appreciate it. Going to be something, that is for sure. But thanks so much for doing this. We'll talk to you next week.
Anytime.
All right, Greg Wyshynski, senior writer for the NHL at ESPN, joining us here on the program. And so he's Team Predators when it comes to the goal.
Yeah,
that's good.
And I don't like the fact that he shot your team like by the rule.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
Well, I thought it was good. I listened to Andrew Burnett this morning on Robbie and Rex Road, and I was like, well, of course he's going to be Team Predator. But he explained it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's why I'm not a coach. I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
And Burnett kept his coolness through that, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. We'll discuss this and much more coming up next. Chase and Big Joe live at Tennessee Brew Works today, 102.5 The Game. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game on this Thursday, hanging out at Tennessee Brew Works. Told you a little bit about it earlier, but let's bring in Will McGinniss to talk more about this now. An evening of focus with Tim Tebow, benefiting Hands and Feet Project with special guests for King and Country. Will, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on, friend. How are you?
We're doing fantastic, and thanks for joining us. I know you're excited about this coming up next Wednesday, November 12th. Doors will open at 5, and the dinner and program runs 6 to 9 at the factory in Franklin at Liberty Hall. This is going to be fantastic and for a good cause with Tim Tebow.
That's right. We got a ticketed event. People can purchase tickets at handsandfeetproject.org. And there's some VIP available to meet Tim and for King and Country. And then there's some general admission tickets too. But great meal, great message, great cause. You know, Tim Tebow, the man, the guy that has all the great things about him, but he's humble, he's meek, he cares about the least of these, he cares about, you know, the disenfranchised all over the world. We've been a ministry partner of Tim for about 12 years with his foundation, the Tim Tebow Foundation. So, I mean, we're just super blessed to have him come and bring a word that's going to be powerful, and King and Country's music will be epic too, you know?
So for those that aren't familiar with Hands and Feet Project, tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, you know, I was in a Christian rock band, you know, quite a number of years ago now, but called Audio Adrenaline. And we wanted to use our platform, our stage, for something bigger than ourselves. And we had a connection to Haiti. It was some missionaries down there that we knew. And so we started Hands and Feet Project to champion, you know, the cause of Haiti, to help these guys out at first. And then eventually we're just like, man, we need to just go full on this and start a 501c3 and help. There was a lot of issues down there that we thought we could really help with using our band's platform. So 20 years later, here we are. Be careful what you say yes to, right? Because you'll end up 20 years later still caring for a bunch of beautiful kids in Haiti. We come alongside a bunch of families because of poverty reasons in Haiti, families are broken apart, kids are put in orphanages, and we're absolutely abhorred by that. We don't want to be caring for one kid that can be in a intact family. So we fight like crazy to keep families together. Have a lot of social workers that are going out and meeting their needs, and then we care for kids on our campuses. And you know, we're investing in early education too. We have Montessori daycares that we're standing up. So Tim's been supporting all that for years and other things all over the world. He has an amazing and huge heart for what he calls the most valuable people in the world, and that's, you know, the special needs and those who just have a tough go at life sometimes. So we're aligned in that way. We care about vulnerable children, and we care about vulnerable people out there in the world, and we want to give them a hand up. You know, we don't want to be everything for them, but we want to give them a little help when they need it, like we all need sometimes.
Great answer, Will. Joe here. Listen, it's I love what you guys are doing. Explain more in depth. Evening of Focus. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just Tim. It's Tim joining us in our message that we're just focused on Haiti only. We're focused on vulnerable children and families and communities, creating safe communities for families to thrive and to stay together and helping out families. Tim is super focused on his mission too, to care for the vulnerable around the world as well. So we're just kind of coming together. He's going to speak for King and Country. He's going to bring amazing music. We've got David Leonard there too. He's an amazing worship artist that's going to lead us in worship. And we're going to play some videos and talk about, you know, what God is doing through our work down in Haiti, what our great stakeholders, what people all over the country, you know, sign up to be a part of when they come to an event like this, or they might make a donation, or they might pray for us, or they might go on a trip or something. So it takes an army, and we're all in this together. So we're going to focus on Haiti. We're going to focus on those kids. We're going to celebrate what the work is doing and who they're reaching and what families they're saving. So, man, it's amazing. You know, we're going to just really celebrate all that.
Again, an Evening of Focus with Tim Tebow, special music for King and Country, Liberty Hall next Wednesday. And Will, I love your positivity, man. I share it with you, and I tell people all the time that there's never, if you turn the news off, you'll realize how much good is happening in the world And
Amen, brother.
and you guys are part of this good that's happening in the world.
Well, we're just happy to be a part of it, man. I'm a recovering bass player. I say just jokingly, but in our band, we had a sizable platform, and we wanted to, like you said, we wanted to be positive with us. We wanted to be about more than ourselves. And I think that's what Tim's doing. He could do anything in the world. His brand is ginormous for King and Country. They're a massive new band, and they've been around for a while, but won lots of Grammys. We won Grammys. But our greatest thing that we've ever done is to help those in need in Haiti. And I would say Tim would say the same thing. He's Heisman winner, all those things. They would give it all away in a second to help more kids in Haiti, help more kids around the world. So that's where it's at right there, man.
Handsandfeetproject.org. That's where you can get your tickets. And again, next Wednesday at the Liberty Hall at the Factory in Franklin. Will, thanks for joining us today, and good luck with everything.
Oh, man, you guys are amazing for having me on. Yeah, have a great rest of your show there, bud. Take care.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. And an evening with Tim Tebow. Going to be a lot of fun. We'll come back with more and kind of resume our discussion and hear from Andrew Brunette. We'll do that coming up next here on Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
So, Andrew, I saw your comments after the winning goal for Minnesota tonight, but is there any more clarity since then? I mean, I guess as we stand right here, do you believe that was the wrong call?
I do. Yeah. I mean, that's my personal opinion. But and I think I've been around the game long enough. It's over. You move on. There's nothing you can do about it. And it's just the way he saw it differently, and that's the way it is.
That was Andrew Burnett earlier this morning on Robbie and Rexrow talking about the goal the other night. You could tell he's ready to just move on now.
Right.
But I'm glad they asked the question.
Sure.
Chasing Big Joe live at Tennessee Brew Works today, 615-737-1025. They'll be in action tonight against the Philadelphia Flyers. And I will say, I think they've played better as of late. I know they did, they're coming off 2 overtime points. Both of those games, I mean, just were tough ways to see the games end. But, Andrew Burnett didn't like the second period Monday night here. I would agree with that. I thought they played well enough against Minnesota to win. It's just how can they consistently put all this together and then walk away with a win?
I like his answer because I think when you go on a radio show where there's that air of comfortability with everybody, so I thought him talking about it, and of course he was asked about it, and I thought it was all good. But look, he's a coach, and his explanation, he played the game, and I've never seen that before. I know Wyshynski said he had, but I mean, it's not something that happens every game. I can't remember ever seeing that, and so it's tough because you got a point, but you wanted the 2 points. But I do agree. I mean, I think they're playing well. I looked at the standings before Greg came on, and you win tonight, you win at New York. I mean, you're up at the top there. I mean, you got 14 points. You can still get there. But it's those just crazy things that happen that bounce your way, and sometimes they don't bounce your way.
That's life. Sometimes things don't bounce your way. The ball didn't bounce our way.
Ball didn't bounce their way. But I said earlier, they played the Philadelphia Flyers tonight. I mean, what an iconic hockey team. Growing up in Nashville, if you told me that the Philadelphia Flyers would be coming to my hometown to play hockey, I would have had you committed to a mental asylum. And the fact that I know they've been here 25, I get all that. But still, for you, and for everybody that grew up here to see the Flyers come to town, it's still very cool.
Are the Philadelphia Flyers like the NHL's equivalent of the old Oakland Raiders? Of kind of like the Broad Street Bullies, like those teams that Crispy played on. Of just those are the ones that it's going to hurt.
I think I don't know that much about the history of hockey as I do the history of the NFL, but yeah, the Raiders were just
like the Raiders of the 70s and 80s. Like, yeah, I mean, my dad. I've told you this before. My dad's joke was those Raiders teams, would get out on work release,
right?
Like they, that was like Jack Tatum or whoever,
right? Ken Stabler had a great joke about the playbook. Like, the playbook, and he's like, I only know the playbook. God, somehow he correlated the playbook with the jukebox. Like when I'm at the bar, ran the jukebox, I'll look at the play. But that was the kind of mindset. But here's the deal: you knew you were in for a battle. You might get beat, but it's going to be a battle that entire time. And I have assumed the Broad Street Bullies were the same way. I mean, you still talk about them 55 years later.
Yeah, but I mean, weren't those Raiders teams like the O linemen would put like rolls and nickels in their and wrap their hands.
Yeah,
up
I mean, you had
gloves.
Ted Hendricks, John Matuzak, Lester Hayes. I mean, they were. Mickey Marvin was the center. I mean, Art Shell, Gene Upshaw. I mean, these were iconic, mean-ass players who would love just to bury you in the sand.
They would be arrested today in today's football.
Oh, there's no doubt.
There's no chance.
There's a great photo of when Ken Stabler was traded from the Raiders to the Oilers, and like he is like overweight, sweating, and you compare it to Tom Brady at the same age, and Brady's like glistening, and it's like, oh man, things do change left and right, but those guys were iconic. I mean, in the Broad Street Bullies, you don't have to know hockey to know who they are and what they did and what they meant to the game of hockey at all.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you. So they certainly meant a lot for sure. So Predators back in action tonight against the Flyers. Max Hers will have pregame for you coming up at 6 o'clock. Titans are off this week, which I think is, all kidding aside, they need. Like, if I'm them, I don't think about football at all. Like I just get as far away from it as I can.
Well, they should, but can they? I mean, that's the whole thing. Can you get away from the game of football? I think some can, but I don't think coaches can get away from what they do. Like, I don't think Mike McCoy can go to Panama City and sit at Pineapple Willie's and have a beer and like, things are good. I mean, there's just some things you cannot do, and that's one of them. Here we go again. I mean, what is this now? Is this a birthday or a bachelorette party?
Bachelorette party. Okay, there we go.
All
There we
right.
go. Congratulations.
Yep. There we go. Check their IDs. All of them.
Yeah.
Tennessee Brew Works. Come on down.
We have found Joe's new favorite place to come hang.
Well, they come in just all chaotic and yelling and screaming and everything, which is fine. But here comes more.
Isn't
All
that
right.
married life?
Yeah, that's everything in life, right? Welcome in.
How you doing?
The guy in the red shirt will take care of you. Lance, put all their drinks on your tab. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, this poor guy here. He's like, God, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
But yeah, Tennessee Brew Works is definitely a fun place to hang. That is for sure. Faux show.
Evening,
man.
I'd be a good evening. My ultimate job one day would be a security guard at an RV park in Florida. You just drive around my little gator and evening, man. Tip the hat to him. Feels good outside. That'd be my job.
So Dan Moore Jr.'s job after the Titans?
Riding around. Dan Moore, I'm telling you, they should, if Mike Morganzi was smart, they would charge Dan Moore Jr. a ticket price because he's got the best seat to do nothing at the game and let's watch Cam Ward get put on his bottom.
Whew, that one is going to go down as not a good one, at least right now, unless it changes.
Well, that's what happens there. Hey, real quick, I want you guys to know that the Chase and Big Joe show, we're on the road. So,
Oh.
Okay. All right. What are we doing? We're fighting over there. All right, we're in a true honky tonk now. I am all thrown off. We got something broke on the floor here. It's like we're in a scene from Roadhouse, right? We're on the radio right now. We have a live radio show. Yep. It is about sports.
It is about sports.
But for the right price, it can be about anything. So you just let us know. Talk amongst yourselves. We got one more break left. Oh, my God. No, hit the dump button. Hit the dump button on that. Hey, real quick.
Read the promo.
The Chase and Big Joe show turns into Chase and Big Joe Great Road Show next week.
If we still have a show.
We're headed to Key West, Florida for 3 fun-filled days. We're taking you with us. We're broadcasting as my computer locked up. Goodness. From the stunning Marker Key West Harbor Resort to steps to the world-famous Duval Street, it's a perfect place to stay in Key West. Go to markerkeywest.com. Our coverage brought to you by the Roxy 8 Theater in Dixon, making the movie experience great again. The Nashville Cats, the perfect gift this Christmas. Great gear and swag from the Nashville Cats. Just go to NashvilleCats.com for more. Reunion Township at 109. We'll be there tomorrow. Comfortable luxury living in Mount Juliet that you deserve. And City Limits Apartments in Spring Hill. Resort-style living with an upscale lifestyle. That's the Chase and Big Joe Great Road Show. Next week in Key West, you all are invited if we still have a show.
Chase and Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.
expand on.
Because it sucks to lose, Gentry.
Trey, Avery need to show you anything?
Did you have another thought or no? I'm just curious.
Well,
It sucks. Losing, awful. That's why I want to win.
Trey, Avery got to show you anything besides first? Anything we need to get back in the line?
I think he's.
I miss Vrabel. God, I miss Vrabel.
Well, I love John Glennon. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, Rome is burning around him. He's like, what about Trey Avery?
Tell me more about Trey Avery. Oh, we love John Glennon too.
Right.
Chasing Big Joe 102.5 The Game here on this. Y'all have a good one now. Here on this Thursday at Tennessee Brew Works. We are the life of the party. That is for sure. But with that, let's get to what day is it and celebrity birthdays.
All right. First on the list, we have Basketball Day. So shout out to all the basketball
we
fans.
love basketball.
International Day for Preventing the Exploitation of the Environment in War and Armed Conflict. That's a long one. International Project Management Day. International Stout Day. You have that at a local bar. Marooned Without a Compass Day. So there's that. National Saxophone Day. Shout out to the saxophone players. And the last two are National Men Make Dinner Day. You could pair that with National Nachos Day.
Okay, I like that. That's good. Men Make Dinner and National Nachos Day definitely do go together. Let's get to birthdays now.
We have to give a shout out to Christina from Glendale Heights in Chicago, who says she listens every day. I'm not sure Christina knows what city she's in right now, but we'll take it. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. You got to get these within two. Our account rep, Lance. We love you, Lance. We need to be here every day. All right, our first birthday.
Together at cromwellmedia.com.
So here's this crazy God wink for us, all right? So we talked earlier about the movie that makes us cry, right? One scene.
Yeah.
Today's Sally Field's birthday.
Oh, wow.
How old, Chase, is Sally Field?
79.
77.
79 exactly. Good job. Dr. Crane, you're next. How old is Ethan Hawke?
Is that Tony Hawk's son?
It is not.
Okay.
It is Hawk from the Marvel movies.
Okay.
Hawkeye.
I'm going to go 43.
46.
55. Okay. Dr. Crane, Ethan Hawke was in Dead Poet Society. He was in the movie Training Day with what's his name?
Dr. Crane didn't see all those.
Oh, no.
He was building a deck or something.
I'm going into this segment with like a blind puppy dog. I don't know. I got to see pictures. If I see
blind
pictures
puppy
of people,
dogs are very cute.
They are.
Very
I mean,
cute.
because people are the ones guiding them. So I need you to guide me to the right direction here.
Okay, we got you.
All right.
We're being guided, all right.
Chase, yes, we are. I'm not sure what direction. Chase, how old is Thandie Newton? She's in that Guardian of the Galaxy movie.
28.
33.
She's 53.
Okay, not who I thought it was.
She's the one in Guardian of the Galaxy.
Okay, well, there's a lot in Guardian.
It's Chris Pratt, her, and then Vin Diesel.
No, there's more than
They're all
just,
the main.
Just move on to the next one.
All right,
okay?
Dr. Crane, how old is Rebecca Romaine today? Not Rebecca Romaine Stamos, but Rebecca
Yeah, they
Romaine.
broke up.
She is 63.
56.
53. Chase up 2-0. All right, Chase, you're up now. Emma Stone. How old is Emma Stone?
Is that the Harry Potter girl?
That is not. That's the one. From,
Oh, that's Emma. Yeah.
Yeah.
42.
36.
37. Dr. Crane's on the board. 2-1. Dr. Crane, this is for you now. Actor Lori Singer. She was in Footloose in the movie Fame. How old is Lori Singer?
I'm going to go with, golly, this is tough. 62.
61.
68. Chase, you go. Lead singer of Living Color, Corey Glover.
58.
52.
61. Dr. Crane, you get to go now. How old is singer-songwriter, I think he lives here now, Ben Rector?
39.
How old?
39.
44.
39 exactly. Dr.
Nice.
Crane's on top, 32. Chase, you get to go now. Maria Shriver. She used to be married to the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
71.
68.
70. We're tied at 3. We got 2 left. Dr. Crane, you get to go. Former NC State quarterback, Detroit Lions, Chicago Bear quarterback, Eric Kramer. How old is Eric Kramer?
55.
65.
61. Chase, final birthday. We're tied at 3. How old is Lamar Odom? Former NBA player Lamar Odom.
He was married to one of the Kardashians, right?
He was.
I'm going to say he is 50.
47.
38. We're not getting on the tie. We're going to figure this out today.
38.
You guys are so far off. How old is former CNN TV host and judge Catherine Cryer today?
72.
70.
Jeez, guys, it's a push. She's 71. Can somebody get it right? We're ending on a tie. That's enough of that. 3-3.
You don't have one
She's
more?
71. No, I'm not doing that.
That's fine.
That's your one more, and it ended up a tie. Don't make me go Andrew Burnett on you.
That is going to do it for us today. Thanks to Tennessee Brew Works for having us this afternoon.
As we always leave the show, there was some unsettling news in the National Football League from a player that took his own life this morning, and we talk all the time on it. I love to have fun, but at the end of the day, we care about you. You are what's more important to us, and if you need to talk to somebody, immediately reach out on your cell phone. You can dial 988 immediately. Somebody's always here to talk to you, text to you. We have help available at thegamenashville.com. Just click on the Chase and Big Joe show for Unity Psychiatric Care. It's affordable, it's secure, it's private. Nobody knows you have to go there. We just need you to go. We talk all the time how our world is a better place because you are here. And I'm telling you that right now. Your journey is unique to you. It's a beautiful journey. And look, you're still here. After all that's going on in your life, you are still here. You have withstood everything, and that you should be honored and be proud about that. We love you. Don't forget, we do love you. More importantly, more than anything else in this world, God loves you.
Amen to that. Peace, love, rock and roll. DVD coming your way next here on 102.5 The Game.